How's everybody doing tonight? We are here to be playing some updated content in a ROM hack we checked out last year called The Ultimate Trial. Now, I've already gone on record saying that this specific ROM hack is one of my favorite ones I've played of all time. No matter what game we're talking about here, this is my favorite Ocarina of Time ROM hack, but just in general, this is a very solid fan-made game and a little bit of a refresher for people who did not see the Ultimate Trial streams from last year, especially because this is the first time we're streaming it here on the YouTube channel, as last year we did stream this exclusively over on Twitch. But last year, we played this specific ROM hack. It was not terribly long. It's about the same length you expect for any Ocarina game specifically to be at this point, around 12-ish hours, somewhere around there. But the idea of this specific game is that it is a roguelike specifically. So you're going around fighting a whole bunch of different creatures at any given point, but you're going room to room. Not your traditional Zelda game at all. It's very, very different, but it is a solid time no matter what. It's just the big thing that I really appreciate about this is how unique it is for a ROM hack. So I definitely recommend checking out these streams if you haven't seen them already. But last time we played this, you can go back to the final stream here. As you can see, the date was July 4th. So we played this around the time it came out, maybe a handful of months later. But since then, there has been a plethora of updates to this game. Now, a lot of it was mainly bug fixes for the most part, maybe just adding a little secret here or there for like some extra rupees you can get. But there's been more since those little minor updates, as we've had some major changes since. So if I scroll down a little bit, this is around the last time we've played the game in 2024. These updates here were just some more minor things, specifically adding some extra languages, changing up some NPCs and such. But we go up a little bit to last month, so this is back in October, and we've had a laundry list of new things. A big list of new things, and even a lot of bug fixes here too. So there's been a lot of stuff that's changed in just the past year for this game alone. So if we go over some of it, New Game Plus has been added to the game once you complete the main story. Now there's an enemy randomizer, which is 3 different toggles disabled, meaning it just plays, I guess, how it did when Ultimate Trial first came out in 2024. Thematic and chaotic. Thematic, I'm going to assume that this specific option means enemies are going to appear in those very specific trials that they're supposed to. So if it's a forest-themed trial, you get forest, temple-themed enemies, for example. Chaotic sounds like anything can go. So you can have, like, an iron knuckle appear in the trial or something. So that's a big mode that's been added. Achievements have been added to the game as well if you're an achievement hunter. We have widescreen support now, so the game can be played in 16:9 or 4:3, depending on how you prefer to play the game. There have been some changes on certain things, like the Grimstalker enemy was replaced with a Phantom Grimstalker in Trials and Abysmal Arena, from the sounds of things here. So, not as terrible of an enemy from the sounds of things. They've been working on trying to balance things out from what I'm understanding here over the past year or so. And that's one thing I'm really excited to see as well, because one of the bigger complaints some people had with Ultimate Trial was its difficulty was a little all over the place. Some things were easy, some things were hard, and it felt very inconsistent. So it felt like the newer enemies specifically were the enemies that people had the hardest time to deal with because of, well, they're new enemies. And they had plenty of weird mechanics to them and weird hitboxes. A lot of that stuff has been fixed. There's an updated guide now, which is just available on the GitHub page that we're looking at here. So there's actually an in-game manual for Ultimate Trial that has been updated to reflect some of these newer changes. Just takes a moment to load, but we have a new guidebook here. I mean, for the most part, I think this is the same as the previous one. I did look at this when we were playing Ultimate Trial last year. It tells you all the different mechanics in the game, the different items you can get, stuff like that. So it's a nice little guide. I really appreciate that this was just something people made for a ROM hack of all things too, but I'm not going to be looking at that right now. I want to go back to the changelog page here, and we're going to look at this specific one now. This is the version we'll be playing tonight, version 1.2.2. So it just had a lot of updates since. A lot of things have been fixed even for this newer update. Like, there were some new crashes that were apparently added to the game. Not a thing you want to see. Those things have been fixed. We've also had some balancing now. Like, warps can now be enabled in the first room of a trial. So it'll be easier to go back and forth in these trials at this point. Now you don't have to go a certain amount of floors into a trial before you're allowed to warp out if you're unprepared and want to come back to it later. Now they're just giving you a warp in the first room, so that's appreciated. Stuff like that. A lot of different things that are changed, and a lot of this, I do want to see how it works for my own sake, so we'll be diving into a lot of these features, probably through the randomizer and New Game Plus specifically. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of stuff that's happened over the past year. From what I understand, they also fixed some visual bugs between some of the stuff with PVC has been fixed. The mirror mode stuff I noticed was pretty buggy. That has been fixed now, so when you flip the game, it doesn't just break some menus. That's also nice, but I don't know if also that's maybe an emulator fix too. There's a lot of things that has changed over time, not even just with the game itself. So, looking forward to playing more of this. But let's just go ahead at this point, if that's the case, and get ourselves all set up. Get this game started, shall we? We've got a new splash screen that was added for this new build of the game, talking about, hey, don't sell this. That's just wrong. Please don't. You're selling someone else's creative work here. For money? How dare you? I do see people do that, and unless a developer gives you the green light to sell a reproduction cartridge of something, don't take their original work and sell it on eBay. That's just scummy. Now, I will also mention, if you want to play this for yourself, there might be some spoilers for the specific stream, like showing off the final boss, because I'm probably going to have to beat the final boss again to unlock New Game Plus. So be warned on that one if you're wanting to go into this completely blind. But also, if you're watching this specific stream while I'm looking at the new content after playing all of this on a stream before, I recommend checking out those streams first before you're watching this one too. Or at least you're watching the VOD. That's the case. Go back to the other streams and then come back to this VOD later. Alright, before we start, here's some of the extra languages that were added that was not here originally. But I'm just going to go ahead and jump into my new file here. And this here is already going to pop up a bunch of achievements. Because, thankfully, if you update your copy of Ultimate Trial, you're just drag and dropping in the new patch over your old one. As long as you rename it the same exact thing as your old game, your save works with the new version. And if you did any of the things that the achievements call for, you just get them automatically. So I got some achievements there. Let's see if we can see what they are, because there's a whole options menu here where we can change the random logic, your interface between GameCube and N64 buttons, because some people prefer the N64 green, or the GameCube red for the B button. I prefer the red one because that's actually what I'm playing with, so that makes more sense. Then we have the aspect ratio here, and also targeting is now just a thing you can change in the game itself. Just like later Zelda games, starting with Wind Waker, they let you change that while playing. But we can play in widescreen, so I'm going to set the game into widescreen, and we're going to play with this. Now, it doesn't look right until we swap that to the wide feed. Now, this looks pretty good. So if you're playing this on a modern display, I think widescreen might be the way to go. But let me see now, how do I access the achievements again? I'm trying to remember, because I loaded this up the other day. Okay, so it's L. What is my L button? I don't think I mapped L on this controller. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. This is the only real time I'll have to deal with this, so that's fine. I have to remap all these controls too. In between last time I used RetroArch and now, everything reset. Fun. So I had to fix all this literally moments before I went live, and I don't like that. Okay, so let's just map anything here. Let's do the L3 button, the thumb. I'm gonna map that. Wait, actually, is that a thing I can use a keyboard as well? Because I couldn't do this with a keyboard. Oh, this is kind of stupid. Okay, select button. We can do that. It's right shift. I've done this before, so that's L shoulder. There we go. So here's our achievement menu, and here's all different things we can do. You get an achievement, you get rupees for it. Obviously pretty useless once you beat the game and get all the upgrades like this file has. But in your main adventure, this can be pretty helpful. So first one, no time for naps. Wake up one of the NPCs in this game. Lorendo, you get 20 rupees for that. Was is always here. Find a secret location in the shops, you get 25 rupees, and then so on and so forth. There's a lot of achievements in this one I've seen, and I haven't even scratched the surface of some of these on this file. Some of these I could probably just do really fast too, like listen to a song in the jukebox because I have it unlocked. I can just play a song and get 250 rupees for free. So some are easy, some are not, like beat the child trial without taking damage. Yikes. A no-hit run is not for me. But those are just things you can do. Let's go ahead and talk to this new NPC, because this guy was added for the big update that happened last month.
Yes. Hello, good sir. I'm deep in thought, you see. I have a very important duty. Yes, I see. What? You want to know what that duty is? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been tasked with giving some explanations about the new features Shiva has added to the stronghold. Yes. Say, would you like me to tell you about them? What should I explain?
Well, let's start off with the first option. Tell me about Rando.
You see, there are 3 settings you can try. Check them with the new options menu with the C up button and the pause menu. Yes. These settings change how enemies spawn when inside any of the trials. Yes. If you turn off rando logic, enemies won't be shuffled and will stay exactly as you remembered them. Yes. However, if you enable the thematic option, the enemies will shuffle every time you enter a room, but they'll match the room's theme. Yes. For example, you will always find the Dodongo in the Dodongo trial. The last option is chaotic. This means that any monster can appear in any room without limits. Yes. For example, you might encounter very dangerous enemies even inside the child trial. So scary. I think I explained everything about Rando. Don't hesitate to come back if you want to talk to me again.
Alright, let's get the other one. Tell me about New Game Plus.
Yes. New Game Plus. It's an interesting concept. Let me explain. You see, enabling New Game Plus resets your progress. Yes. With the stipulation that you keep your hearts and most of your items. You see, not all items get carried over. The bottles you have will stay. But their contents are removed. Yes. You will also lose all your stones that you've collected. So you need to complete the trials all over again. Yes. Speaking of, the trials also get revamped. Yes. They're randomized. You won't know what area you'll be in, till you end up in the next. Oh, yes. As well, the bosses from the Challenge Arena, Trial of the Vengefuls, can also be found in them now. Some enemies you will find may have some different behaviors. Yes. Make sure to keep an eye out and watch out for them. I think I've explained everything about New Game Plus. Don't hesitate to come back if you want to talk to me again.
Okay, the only thing he didn't actually explain is how to enable New Game Plus, though. That would be nice. Man, I'm feeling a Pikmin 4 issue all over again. So I don't exactly know how that works just yet. I did start a new file, and it doesn't start a New Game Plus, unlike how Pikmin 4 was set up. That was a whole mess. Check out yesterday's stream if you want to know more. But I'm going to assume I have to beat the final boss again for the New Game Plus option to show up. I'll fact check that before we even attempt it, but for right now, I do think I want to try out... Oh wait, what the heck? Are these hookshot targets? I don't remember those being here. Oh yeah, that's new. Well, that helps. As I was saying, I want to try out some of these rando options before we just go head first into a New Game Plus file, because if that's going to be baked into New Game Plus just to start, then we should play some of these trials with the randomizer on. So I'm going to set it to thematic, and we're going to go into the adult trial first. Okay, I can already tell there's something off here, because the first trial does not start with a random tree in the middle. I already know that's different. Good start to already take 2 hits. I also gotta get used to how this specific Zelda game plays, as it's not the exact same as Ocarina of Time. It's a little different. Yeah, I actually like this idea of thematic. This looks really cool. Like, these rooms are more grassy. I kind of want to put it back to the original look and see if that's the case. For just the update as a whole. Whoa, what is this? Holy, this is so cool looking. Okay, it's just those 2. Oh, and this is also the last room going into, like, the boss chamber for Forest Temple. And that's a new area. Oh, watch it. I'm just gonna quick spin at this point. Once I get close to the flaming skull, thank you. Actually, let me get the boomerang out. That'd be a better pick for some of these enemies. It's also the magic boomerang, so it will just give me money. I do remember that. Expecting this to be a flare dancer for some reason. No, the flare dancer should be the next room. But that's if we're following the same logic now because of the thematic randomizer. Okay, yeah, we are. Well, that's good to know. I still remember this guy is bugged from the original Ocarina of Time, but they fixed the bug here. But they screwed up the damage table on this enemy. Modders know that, and restored the damage table correctly. So for those of you who don't know, Flare Dancer is weak to the Master Sword, just like Ganondorf. And the reason why is just because the Bigoron Sword's damage table is bugged. So the sword does like 1 damage, I think. It's very little. Hence why you just use the Master Sword instead. But in this game, that has been fixed. Are we at a rest floor? Alright, now I'm going to take this opportunity to change the randomizer. No, you can't change it mid-run. You're stuck in as soon as you get into the areas. Okay. That's good to know. I was going to change it to chaotic now. 40 bombs for 20 rupees. I don't know if I need those. Yeah, I'm good. That was one of the side quests. We've already done that. me try the warp here, because the thing has been bugging me since I got into the area, which is telling me I can use the warp whenever. The warp just takes me back to the very beginning, so I can't continue that trial now, which is fine. Because I want to try the chaotic mode now. You see, this is what happens when you hit the warp again. It will just take you right back to where you're standing, so don't even bother. I thought the game was crashing for a second, because that took a lot longer to load. Alright, so now we got it set to chaotic enemies. Let's do the exact same trial again and see what happens. Oh, just clam, okay. Am I still set to... Yes, I am still set on difficult, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. And you can't change it mid-run, you're locked in. And this is just to demonstrate how the mirror mode does work. It is still a little glitchy from what I'm seeing. As I can see in like the bottom of the screen, it's still not fully there on no glitches. I do think that's more of a problem with RetroArch and its movement core, because that's what I'm using. So it's probably just something to do with my plugins. Well, I am getting an idea here that these specific graphic changes in the trial, these are just new for this update too. So they revamped a lot of its lore. What is that? That is a weird looking Warfos. I think they updated the Warfos look too. More like a werewolf than a Warfos. See ya. I think this room design actually was detrimental for the Stalfos. Because that's good to know. Yeah, that's not just for looks. That is a real bottomless pit. Oh, Skull Kid. Really easy with this sword because it's super powerful. Dark Link. I have a lot of health because it's based off of my health bar. I got 20 hearts. And they can just run the lava. Okay. You know, if that's the case, come here, buddy. Idiot. You know, if you're gonna be in an infinite loop, might as well take advantage. Really hard boss fight. We're gonna have to put in that hard effort here. Alright, we should actually, you know, fight the guy because it's gonna take forever. Hey, I got an achievement for doing that. No hit. Alright. We'll take it. Defeat Dark Link without taking any damage. That gave me 50 rupees. Thanks. All I had to do was just let him walk in lava. Nice, 2 for the 1 special right there. Does that hurt? It does. Man, these enemies are really getting screwed over by lava right now. I was wondering what else is left. There we go. That's it. Alright, now I can move on. Another flare dancer. So I think at least this part, this is just hard logic. This always has to be a flare dancer. Because this is now with a completely different randomizer logic. And I'm gonna assume if I just turned off no logic, we'll have the pattern 3 for 3, obviously. Flare dancer is always gonna be on the final floor for the Fire Temple portion of the adult trial. Probably just because of how the room's laid out. That just makes the most sense to me. Goron. Green potion for 30. I have all of the blue potions still, so I'm good. Alright, I think that's enough of this. Let me get the warp. Mirror mode off. Get out of here. I think now I'm going to want to go around the hub, see if we can find any of those new NPCs they were talking about in the patch notes. I should be able to find some of these characters just by running around. We'll know who's a new character because they will have an exclamation mark above their heads. So we'll know right away if someone's new. We're going to go into like the secret rooms like corridor. Just to make sure there's no one new down here. So far, no. Nothing even in the hidden room. Although I don't remember these posters being here before. These are new. Because that's what I like about this update. It just made everything look a little bit more polished with the graphical overhaul. So we got Mario Party 2, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Diddy Kong Racing. That's just Mega Man in general. If we had to put a timetable to it, that could be around the time Mega Man 8 came out for that poster. Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, and Banjo-Kazooie. Good representation of stuff here. The games are all still the same here from the consoles, right? Because these are all Zelda games. I kind of want to look around here real quick and see if there's anything different. Got the paintings here from Mario 64. Those aren't from the previous patch. But everything else I'm noticing so far is the same between previous patch and now. Again, this just feels like with the update from just a year alone, this specific ROM hack has even more charm, and that's saying something. I already thought this game had a lot of charm when it first came out last year. And everything just looks so much better too. Texture overhauls just makes things more polished, which is kind of just the common theme here so far with just everything graphic-wise. Alright, that's this side. Let's go check out the other part of the stronghold. Nope. Why did I think that was the button that had the windmill on it's beyond me? Or the pinwheel. Yeah, so far it's just New Game Plus guy that's different, because I thought I saw someone else in the patch notes between the year I haven't played. I guess not so far. Are you different? No. That guy gives you tips about some of the stuff in this game, but not really relevant right now. Not when you've already done everything. Nope. Alright, I think I've probably seen all the new NPCs if that's the case. So I'll just do one more comb over. But soon enough, I guess we'll be starting up the New Game Plus stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole underwater puzzle, because I have a feeling that's just the Zora guy down there making the Master of Time reference. And that's not a thing I need to go see again. Ooh, what? I don't remember this being here originally. At least, like, the graphic. I think that might be a little updated. But it's been a year. Might be mistaken. I've had to come down here for a puzzle. I remember that. There was a switch behind that little alligator creature thing. It almost looked like a T-Rex with the model quality. No, that's definitely a gator. There shouldn't be anyone in the starting area, right? Because that whole area is just abandoned. I do wish the Lost Woods had something, but this whole area is just for that opening cutscene alone, that's it. No relevance to the actual story after that beginning part. Alright, well, I guess now we figure out how to do New Game Plus just to start. Because that's the one thing I'm not 100% sure about yet. I know, obviously, that's a thing that was added in the update. We have a description of how it works, but we don't know exactly how to start New Game Plus. So I'm going to see if I can find maybe a video on it or something. Because that's the only thing I'm not 100% sure on. Okay, yeah, I was correct on this idea. We do have to fight the final boss again. There's no way around that. Because in order to unlock New Game Plus, we do have to defeat the final boss one more time, and from there, we can just start our new adventure. That's a little annoying, I won't lie, but that's just how it is. I don't remember how to fight this guy at all, but apparently some of the jank with the final boss has been fixed, which is appreciated. I don't remember what Hylian's Blessing even did. Let me see real quick, because being here in the Stronghold heals me and gives me back my magic. Okay, it's a nice attack. I'll just have all these items on, because I'm going to mainly just do hand-to-hand combat for the final fight. That shouldn't really matter. Alright, let's go do this again. I haven't fought this boss in a year. So I gotta remember his patterns. I know it's a two-phased fight. He has a lot of health. I'm just gonna, for the remainder of all this, I'm probably just gonna put the difficulty down to normal. Just so we can get through things comfortably. Yes, I know I have the pinwheel. What about it? Just going on those old school strats. I think it's just because I don't want to change out my equips. Prey gotten stronger? After not really doing much in a year, you kind of lose a lot of that muscle. Well, it seems like you didn't lose any of it. I can't remember how good the shield bash was in this for this fight. It is a little flaky, if I remember correctly. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. Oh, well, that's not gonna help. Turn that off. You can tell it's been a while since I last played, forgetting how the clock works for enemies. Just freezes them, but I can't hurt them. Oh, I got an achievement for getting hurt. Okay. What was that about? I can't check my achievements right now, so I can't even tell you. Oh, this still works. Just get underneath the guy with laser and just swing. I remember that strat. Think that would be enough? Seems to go the goddess favors me today. And this is how I know I'm in phase 2. And let me show you what true power looks like. Oh, you're doing this again. Okay. Free win! Oh, he finally hits. Oh, he caught on. This is fine. This is fine. That's why we have potions. There we go. Okay, we're done. That's the final boss defeated. And I still wear the stupid helmet in the cutscene. Alright. Sure. I guess it's the same energy as wearing iron boots in that magic armor at the end of the Twilight Princess final boss. The same mood. So this is obviously the big spoiler I was warning everyone about in the very beginning, because now we're about ready to see the ending. Where we now ascend to the Sacred Realm. Also known as Die, because at this point we're in the afterlife. Do I wear the helmet when I go into this next cutscene as well? The only time we see Child Link in this whole thing? I wonder that. 'Cause I didn't defeat this guy using the helmet when we first played, on the principle that made things too easy. But to unlock New Game Plus, I don't really think anyone's going to care right now. He looks so goofy with that thing on. I'm waiting for it. I just really hope he's wearing the helmet as a kid. I know whatever gear you're wearing, the child version should reflect it in terms of like the tunic, if I remember correctly, but the helmet is a wild card. Ah, no. Nothing. He just reverted back to the core Kokiri tunic, and that's it. No stupid helmet. Look, I was just hoping, man, alright? I know it's technically a completely different player model, that's why. Player model had nothing equipped. Well, that's the end of the Ultimate Trial. Thank you for watching this whole playthrough. It was very short, I know. Go watch the whole VOD series of this in the VOD channel to see the whole context here. Even my reaction to the actual ending. Because this ending is very heartwarming. Also, was not expecting the timeline placement of this originally, where this is essentially the timeline where the hero does fail against fighting Ganondorf at the end of Ocarina of Time. So this is the timeline where Link died at the hands of Ganon. Not many Zelda stories we see go off with that timeline in the fan scene. Most people play it either after defeating Ganon or going back in time and warning everyone in Hyrule about Ganon, but not the third option where he just fails the mission. But now, presumably from what I'm looking at here for the New Game Plus stuff, now that we beat the game, that should trigger the New Game Plus stuff to unlock on our file. So after we're done with this credit sequence, then we'll be able to start a new game, but with some of our upgrades coming over. What exactly will be coming over, we'll be finding out the exact amount once we load that New Game Plus stuff up. Can I skip the credits, technically? Yes, you can skip credits now. I don't remember that being a thing originally. New Game Plus is unlocked for the save file, which is all we need to know. Thank you. There it is. Underneath quit is a new option. That was not here before. So let us delete file 2, because all these are the same file. Because this is easy access to start anew again. So, let's do this. New Game Plus! This way, you idiot. You don't know where you're going. We're never gonna find our way out of the Lost Woods. We're trapped here for all of eternity. It seems, unfortunately, you have to still see all the cutscenes, but you can skip them by pressing the start button. So, not a big deal. So the equips we had at the end of the final fight are still on our C buttons. So we have the bottle, we have Nehru's Love, and we have that helmet. But bottles are now all emptied. We also still have our exact amounts, and also the money, which is shocking. We have all the weapons in the game. So why would I not put on the best gear at that point? Even got all the upgrades to those specific items. So we have biggest quiver, biggest bomb bag, golden bell. We got the sword beam for the Master Sword, which is a projectile for it, but honestly, better just use anything else. We still have mirror mode unlocked, so we now can start the game with mirror mode. It's just interesting. We have literally everything to start the game, minus the items in our bottles specifically. So really, New Game Plus is not going to feel that different from just playing the game when you beat it, and then just jump back in the said trials at any given point. The only real thing we were told is that the rando logic now is going to just be cranked to chaotic at all times. At least that's what I'm understanding. So really, there's not going to be all that much different in this playthrough compared to just screwing around before. The chests are even all still opened. So that was a rupee chest, if I remember correctly, before, and it's just opened up. I wonder if the NPC is going to be here that even talks about how New Game Plus works. I don't see what you would have to do to unlock that guy. Just kind of comes with the Stronghold now. No cutscene to get in the Stronghold is interesting. Oh, and he just walks in. So, yeah, all the people are here. It doesn't feel like New Game Plus. More is just standard game. Continued. I just want to make sure of one thing. Get all the items, bottles. Also lose all the stones. Just means you do all the trials again. Not a big deal. They get revamped. They're all randomized. You don't know. Okay. So I don't need to turn on any randomizer stuff. And we have the boss fights to worry about in this too. Well, we'll just make sure we're cranked up to difficult so we have the most challenge. Give me that boomerang. And let's get this started. Start off with the very first trial in the game. The child trial. Have a sword and shield. Now I imagine, no, I just unlocked this one. I can't unlock the other one yet. Okay. Yeah, I have to still clear them one at a time because of how the unlock requirements work. Oh. This is a weird looking child trial. Because it's just the fire trial. And even then, this is the music from, like, the ultimate trial, like the final one. I gotta stop taking pot shots. I literally just said that. Stop taking the pot shots. Is this still going to be 30 floors, though, for this one? Or are we gonna have more floors to worry about? We should have at least one extra because of the new bosses that can show up here. What? What is that? That's a new attack! What? Okay. Just giving the Iron Knuckles new attacks now, why don't we? Just casually drop that one in. Dude, that armor looks sick. Can I have it? Oh, wow, what? That's a mobile fire. Holy crap, I don't think I've ever seen Flare Dancer's fire like that before. It's still going. How do you stop the fire? Okay, it's finally out. I don't think I've ever seen that attack in my life. That has to be new for this. I was gonna say, it's dead. big bubbles. Oh, everyone's favorite. Oh man, those spiders look demonic now. That's a new graphic. Because before, the spiders were just the standard Skulltula model. Those are very much new. You know, I guess now I can probably put back on the rainbow tunic. You know, I haven't used magic yet. So it'll be nice to... Oh, hi. What a combo. Thankfully, it's just those two enemies. That's good. Oh, all the Pulse Sisters now. Okay. There we go. You still have the same weakness to arrows that you have in standard mode. That's good. Okay, now we're actually in Child Trial. Nice whiff. These enemies are the same. Okay, so when they said it was randomized logic, they were more or less meaning the runes and not the enemies themselves. So that's still an option I can tweak within the settings. So I might actually crank it up a notch going into the next trial. We'll see. Don't remember that secret. Yeah, after coming through those other floors that were completely from the wrong trials, yeah, the rest of this is pretty easy. Because those trials we just completed were some of the hardest ones in the game. They were the final trials. And now we just go right back to beginner trial. Kind of a tonal whiplash. That's why I'm going to crank up the randomizer logic, just so we can have a little bit of an extra challenge for the next one. Oh, forgot that was a second away. Oh, that was an achievement. Wish I can check that here. Wait, actually, hang on. I'm just checking the wrong menu for this. Yeah, wait. I am hitting my L button, though. Why is it... Am I not fully clicked in the Retro Arch? Is that why? There you go, that's why. Okay, Killopy had one hit without the sword. It's just using the hook shot. And then there was this one I got there in the final boss, used the Rainbow Tunic to top off the magic meter. So I got hit, and that gave me extra magic, even though I thought I already had it topped off. I guess that didn't count. Oh, we're still going. I thought that was gonna be it. That was 30 floors, which I thought that was it for child. So I guess the floor numbers are randomized now too? 'Cause this is Adult Trials Fire Temple. It may look bleak, but I can still pull this off. Can you just get to my level, please? Thank you. Maybe with that random flame dance again. I've never seen this attack. That makes doing the fight here a lot more obnoxious, actually. But it does seem like the flame kind of has its limit for how far it'll go. I guess the flames also count as an enemy now, so I have to wait for them to go before I can leave. That's a little weird. Oh, hey, look at that. It's one of our first bosses from that demonic trial of Boss Rush. No, I'm on difficult. I just realized that the bosses have more health on this difficulty. This is gonna be kind of a mess. Okay. Yeah, I remember that attack. If you're just right in the middle of the arena, you just get pot-shotted. How did that hit me? I'm gonna want the helmet at this rate just to be safe. I have the money and the achievements for more money on standby. Dude, what is this guy's attack pattern right now? Alright, there we go. I was a little nervous there for a minute. But we're good. I forgot how much damage this guy does in difficult mode. It's a lot. Also, the flames still go, so nice insult to injury. Get out of here. That should warp us to the end of the trial now. I kind of like the idea of these bosses just being in the trial to start now. Like, that's actually really cool. Kind of wish I was like that in the main game and not just a New Game Plus thing. Sorry, buddy. Someone else got here first. Treasure's gone. You really wanted that gift? Well, next time be faster. Alright, see ya. That was the thing. Alright, let's get out of here now, for real. That's one trial down, 2 more to go, but I am gonna crank up the randomizer logic now, because that had its moments, but for the most part it was kind of easy, just because of the child stuff. If we get the child floors, there's not much challenge. So what do you say we make it dumb? Who's up for stupid? I like me a good chaotic. But before we do any of that, I'm gonna actually do the smart thing, get some potions. Because I can just fix any jank I have to deal with if I have blue potion on me. I don't have to do all these again, right? Like the trials in between trials. Record. Okay, that's still my same record. So no, I don't have to do those again. Thank goodness. You won't have to do that for bottle unlocks anyways, and I have all 3 bottles. Oh, so is the Goron here? Yeah, he's back. Alright, cool. Because this specific NPC you want to talk to after every trial because he keeps on fading out of existence. And then by the end, he's just gone. So it's telling you how this world works in terms of, like, the afterlife stuff. I need more mushrooms, though, after this. I'm literally 1 off from you in a red potion. Well, I guess it's time for this. Haven't done this minigame in a while, and I don't like it much. It's not bad, it's just repetitive. Actually, let's put that like this. Okay, this is at least helping on my mushroom numbers. So far, so good. I'm gonna wait for another pass. That was kind of a bad pass of mushrooms, though. I don't even see anything around. Where are the ones in the sky? Come on. The luck on this. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't collect ground ones either if the time stopped. Oh, I hear that. I don't need the fire too, that's just for safety. I think I only have to do this the one time, so it's a good thing for that reason. This game is very long, so you start using the time stopping. I remember that much. Yo, I got an achievement for that. I'll check what the achievement is when I'm done. He's out. Alright, now I can get another blue potion. And let's see what that achievement was. So, well, for one, let's take our 30 rupees for getting the Didn't Stand a Chance achievement done. Same for Filler Up. For Dark Link. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to probably stop at those two. Alright, Master Collector. Collect 25 or more mushrooms in one attempt. Yeah, I definitely don't want to take any more, because I am capped. Now to fill up on resources, and then we'll pop another achievements reward. Thankfully, the only thing I have to worry about now for rupees are just my consumables, which will be things like arrows, bombs, bomb chews, stuff like that. Take 2 of these? No, just 2, thank you. I need some nuts, some bomb chews. This is the only way to get bomb chews. Unfortunately, it's gonna have to be a couple attempts, right? Yeah, okay, now I'm filled. Let me get the deck nuts. No, that should have filled me. Yeah, 40. So I'm just shy of like 5 bombs for max. That's good enough for me. Oh, wait a minute, what the heck? Oh, I was wanting to fill up a blue potion. It gave me a blue potion plus. I didn't even realize that. I gotta go back because I want one more blue potion. I mean, it's nice I got an upgrade, but I want the blue potion stock too. I want all bottles to have my blues. And now while we're here, let's get that other reward. There we go. I can go listen to a song in the jukebox real quick, which will just give me another 250 rupees on standby. Dude, that system is a little busted. I'm not gonna lie. Just having rupees just in my back pocket that I can just grab at any time now, that's super helpful, but also kind of breaks the idea of having to grind for rupees now. Because you are, at least in the very beginning of the game, you are incentivized to replay the same trial a couple different times so you can grind out your rupees to unlock stuff. But the achievements kind of help the grinding process a bit, so you don't have to do it as much. For me, in New Game Plus, now they're just redundant. That's the problem. Because I don't need them. Oh, I need to do that again then. I'll stick with the 2 for now. I don't want to do the mushroom game again. I hopefully don't need any more than just the 2 blue potions, just for the moment. Plus, I could buy one from any rest area. That could be nice. If I get that lucky, that is. We'll see. Dude, if I remember how to do this correctly, like some of the fast strats are like this. Yeah, there you go. I remember just combining the pinwheel with Rock's Feather, and especially with Hover Boots. Yeah, that's a powerful combo. Alright, adult trial time. Just to make sure we have our logic on chaotic. Send help. We're gonna probably need it. Ooh, big lever. What an interesting thing to see in the ice cavern, huh? Left. Okay, that was the only other enemy in here. That was weird. Ooh, this looks so cool. That it? Okay, just like last time, it's just a hand. That can't be the only enemy in here, is it? Nah, I hear it. Something else. There we go, fire bubble. Yeah, if they give me the free bombs, might as well use these for BMOS. Just makes my life easier. I don't know how that attack works. I'm very scared of it. Because it feels like it's going to be a shockwave. Get too close and I just get slammed. I was gonna say, there's gotta be something else, right? Because that is not a threat. Oh, we're just into a boss fight now. Alright. Okay, really? 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 Okay, well there just goes like half my health. I don't even have a chance to change my shield yet. Like, give me a second. Like, almost all my health, man. Almost all my health. Because I was blindsided by a twin robo. God, that is so bad. Oh, sweet mother of Lord. These two are so fast. I forgot how fast they are in this difficult mode. How did that not hit her? Okay, come on. I'm dead. Yeah, that is impossible. They are so fast in this mode. I don't remember them being that fast. Holy crap. Okay, so remember that whole idea you're supposed to play these trials multiple times so you get an idea of how things work? Yeah, that just got demonstrated in full force. Well, that was a thing. Let's not do that again. Okay, what a start. Great. Flare Dancer, my favorite. Just remember the flames, for whatever reason, have a distance. Like an enemy in Pikmin. They have a home, and they can't go any further than that said home. Okay, now they're define the home logic. All right, okay. I don't like the flames. You kill the flames. Oh yeah, that's intuitive. Did not notice that until now. Thought they went away on their own. The Sword Slash will get rid of fire. Good to know. Okay. I think that's the least threatening enemy here by comparison. And I still get hit. I have 2 sets of bomb flowers in here. It's not good. Okay, nothing. That was just an extra set, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot there's just a random Dark Souls enemy in this game. Ah yeah, Mood Whiplash. Although, I make short work of him because of the sword. Not really a concern. You're in the wrong place, buddy. Well, quick spin, quick spin. Can I hit the bubble, please? Holy crap, my aim. Ooh, Gold Scrub! I'm still excited about getting one of these, because that's rare. I still don't know the odds, actually, but I just know it's rare. It's like, what, a 1 in 10 chance or something? Surprised no achievement for getting a Gold Scrub, now thinking about it. Yeah, they're random, but you have a new, like, say, 1 in 10 chance on the default every time you get into a new floor. So it's very likely you'll find at least one on a playthrough. Ooh, I remember this boss. This one's kind of weird because of the arena change here. Need the revamp of Vagia. I'd rather fight this though than Twin Rover right now after what just happened before. Now, remember, I do have a lot of magic-based items to use in these fights too. I can't just rely on just brute force. Also, I should probably have the pinwheel out because this guy's gonna go fast. Oh yeah, I forgot it does that now. A ground attack. Get away. Can't remember if I can hit him during that stage. Probably just with like a standard arrow. I think that's the flying phase, but just not flying anymore. I have to remember how these bosses work, how long it's been. Actually, I can probably go do the jukebox thing now. That will just put an achievement in the backlog, so I can just pop it whenever. There you go. That's 250 rupees, so that's pretty big. Alright, third time's a charm. Wow, what a starting room. Oh, and this counts as sand. What's left? Thing's dead. Is that a bubble? Yep. Okay. Didn't even know that spawned in this room. They don't do the turnaround, I just noticed. Those wolves have a little bit of a busted animation there. Little unfortunate. They look cool, but unfortunately, I guess the model's too big for like all the animations to work correctly. That's definitely a fish out of water moment. That Manta couldn't do anything on the ice. Okay. That was an interesting beginning area. I'm still in ice. I missed. I can't hit that thing from here. It's too high. I'm gonna have to use bomb arrows then. That'll make my life easier. And I figured that'd be the ice one. I put on hover so I don't fall. Oh, now I hit it from the jump slash. Okay. Okay, that was really weird because I thought I heard Chabu breathing, but that had to have been the jellyfish. Nice simple room though. I prefer the super easy enemies like that. Again, we take those easy rooms. Because now I got Morpha. Although I remember Morpha not really being that much different in this game compared to the Ocarina version. Because the stun lock still works. Oh, it's flooding the room. That's new. Okay. I killed it fast. So the longer that Morph is out of the water, now there's a higher chance that you will get hit because of the flooding. That's a new attack. Bravo, you finally found a way to fix Morpha being so easy to fight. Still a joke of a fight, though. Hey, Canary, how you doing? I get to have a rest floor. Hopefully someone's there to sell me something for health. Because I took a lot of damage. Especially because of that flood. I wasn't expecting that. What? Who are you? You're new. Listen, the rainbow tunic Tingle wears is filled with magic. Should he be wounded by a monster's magic bar fills slightly. Okay, well that's a hint I kind of know about, thanks. 20 Deku Nuts for 20 rupees. I've used 2. Yeah, we're good. And I don't need money. The guy over there is for a side quest. We're leaving. Grimstalker! Oh, that's the new one. That's Phantom. Yeah, you can tell that's a different enemy now. He's thinner. But he still looks menacing. Gotta be careful, because this guy has some very weird hitboxes. They fixed the infinite sword glitch styled, well, attack that guy has. Infinite axe glitch is what they coined it, apparently. So his hitbox isn't as terrible anymore as it used to be. Yeah, that still was a multi-hit, though, so I would still be careful. But I don't understand the bombs in this room, though. I think that's a holdover from the normal layout. Yeah, that's just a holdover. Okay. Did that just run to the fan blade? Let's not overkill. Did I hit him? No. This one will spawn if I hit him. Alright, there you go. I don't like being so low on health. I might just use my blue potions to get through this. I don't need them yet, so I'm gonna hold on for a little bit longer. Spirit. I'm gonna need my lens because that's an invisible Stalfos. What? The Poe hit? Was that like the edge of my blade? Interesting. That or the rock. I think I actually hit the rock. Alright, I definitely need to heal up now. This is getting bad. Yeah, especially if I'm fighting Dead Hand. Yeah, let's just drink one of those blue potions. I just have to grind out more of these later. But I have the money for it. It's just going to be the time's sake. That's all. That really guarded the Beamos. Yeah, just stop doing that. Oh, there's a second Anubis. Get him out of here. Hang on, I'm just noticing we're having a connection issue. Let me guess, it's just the Twitch and not YouTube? Let me just take a wild guess. The answer is yes. What is with Twitch just disconnecting streams like once a month? That is not the first, nor will be the last time I experience this. This is very weird. I don't know why this is a constant issue. Let me disconnect from Twitch. And I'll reconnect here in a second. So, VOD watchers and YouTube watchers, you're getting a really nice behind-the-scenes shot here. I don't know what keeps on happening, but I've experienced this constant dropout with Twitch since September. And it's a once-a-month thing where it just randomly just doesn't accept the stream. Because currently, right now, if I show people my my desktop feed, right? This is currently what we're at right now. Can't stop the stream over the Twitch. It's just in a constant limbo. It takes a moment, but then it finally disconnects. Then if I start it again, things should just work. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's something to do with my specific streaming plugin or what. Alright, it seems like we're back over on Twitch's side now. Okay, I'm just so confused of why that keeps on happening. At least once a month, I run into a weird connection issue on specifically Twitch, and I really want them to fix this. I'm saying it's a Twitch problem more than anything else. Because why is reconnecting just fixing it instantly? That's a red flag to me. Hopefully you guys didn't miss much, because I just caught the disconnect thing the moment it was happening, so I think it was only maybe like 2 minutes at most this time. Listen, when you stop time with the chrono clock, you can use arrow bombs or other weapons that will also be frozen by the stopping of time. As soon as time resumes, they'll be able to hurt your enemies. I like these tip guys, they're actually nice to have. 20 bomb shoes for 30, I am full, thank you. Let's use the boomerang instead. That hookshot's not gonna make the shot. That it? Okay, I thought I heard another bat, but I guess I'm not not correct on that, thank God. Wait, no, I just realized something. The other Wolfos don't turn around. That was a pseudo fix for the Wolfos. I don't remember that being... Okay, well, that's fine with me. I don't remember that being a thing from Ultimate Trial last year, though I think the Wolfos thing might be new too. There's a lot of subtle changes that were made between the last year. I just don't know if it was in the original game or if it's just new for this version. It's hard to keep up. Although the fact that you can collect rupees with the boomerang is still kind of a problem, because I will just randomly grab a rupee while trying to attack someone. That's unfortunately still a problem, but I think that's a base Ocarina of Time issue, not necessarily a thing from the ROM hack. Still going with no boss fight yet. Although the randomizer logic might make it less likely that we find one, who knows? Or more likely in some cases. Everything's invisible. Oh wait, I just realized something. The enemy fell off. Cool, thank you. Now let's see if we can get the hand to fall off. Come on. This way. Come on. This way. You know you want to. Okay, well maybe not to me. I'll just kill normal. I have to use that second blue potion soon. We are low. There we go. Now for the bubble. Oh, well. Spoke that into existence. I'm going to drink. I need that health now. If I'm fighting Phantom Ganon, I remember this one being more aggressive. I need the health. Yeah, I remember this fight being pretty difficult when we were going through that vengeance trial thing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm still in difficult mode, so that means it's gonna have a lot of health. I forgot he also has 3 paintings now to watch out for. The third one just introduced in this, the second fake. Oh wait, I'm down. I'm down potions. Get the empty bottle ready. I can't remember if you fixed this or not. Yeah, he blocks. I forgot. Yeah, they just flat out fixed the boomerang quirk. So I'm gonna have to do this legit instead of just cheese the fight with a boomerang. Man, I haven't fought Phantom Ganon for real in a very long time. I think since the last time I played this ROM hack. Okay, what a stun lock. Okay, no, that was actually kind of easy. I don't know what happened with the stun lock there, but that gave me free hits. I don't know if it was because I was just swinging the sword normal, if he got stuck in the wall. I've never had him land near the fence before. Well, either way, we take those wins. Especially when I am closer to the end of this trial. I don't know how far I'm in, though. I feel like maybe halfway. But I still have a lot more to go. I definitely need to restock on potions. $50 arrows for 25 rupees. I mean, I kind of want that, but I kind of don't. I'm fine with 82. Hey Matt, how you doing? Okay, if you're just gonna go on the wall, I'll take this time to, well, slice you in half. Is it just you? Apparently so. Okay, well, that was simpler than I thought. I did not like that camera angle. Gold scrub! Well, I really hate how I'm rich. I can't use it. But that does count as an enemy, so I have to kill him. Is that it? The delay on killing that hand always makes me think there's one more enemy. Oh, good. Great. It's the invisible one, too. Oh, that's fun. Wait, did I just... Okay, well, I guess I don't need Lens of Truth anymore. I just killed the enemy. So much for the Stalfos. I didn't want to take the hit, but whatever. You fight these bubbles underwater. Like, look at this one. It's just so gyrated. You can really tell that was not the original plan. That's definitely the rando logic kicking in. Oh, nice insta-climb. Oh, it's just you again. And a Wizrobe. There we go. Okay, well, that's actually a pretty easy Wizrobe to fight. Again? Man, what's with the randomizer logic right now? Give me Wizrobes. Nice trade. Oh, this could be nice trade. Wait for the fire to go away. There we go. What am I doing? I'm doing it right. Thanks for asking. Just trying to make my way through this New Game Plus. Dark Link room. Do I actually fight Dark Link here, or is it just gonna be like a bubble or something? No, really, what's in the room? There he is. It took a second for the model to load. So this room is hard-coded to still be a Dark Link fight. No matter what randomizer logic you have set. Kind of like the Flare Dancer stuff. Yeah, he told me about that. I mean, I still don't understand how you had multiple dentists tell you that when it's an emergency. That's why I would hope, like, call around even for like a local, like, county dentist or something. Yo, Soup! There you go. Now I finally have something to get back health with. 4 hearts per drink, which means 8 in total. Guess what I'm drinking? Soup is on the menu. Listen, Neo Bongo Bongo sometimes closes his eyes. You can use the pinwheel to avoid him when that happens. You can freeze his hammer in an ice arrow, which briefly opens his eye. Shoot an arrow during this time. Oh, I didn't know about the pinwheel trick. Yeah, I forgot you're just horrendous to fight with a sword, so we're just not doing that. That's fair, man. I mean, if things are really bad, you might have to take the L, but I would hope. I mean, as long as you can get by, that's one thing. If it's really that bad, then I would look around, obviously, for places and just have to work out a deal, because you can't be denied service because you don't have money. I would just hate to see you suffer. That's the big thing. That's a Fastodongo breather. Wow. They sped up his fire attack. I gotta be like half serious when I'm talking about things, and the other half be very surprised by some of these newer attacks. Because, yeah, I'm still being thrown off by new stuff. Yeah, that sounds really bad. Again, you might have to take the... Oh, hi. You might have to take the L and maybe, like, going out of network and just having to work out something if it's getting that bad, because I can't imagine just going day to day with that much pain for a month. I just hope you feel better soon enough and find some kind of a solution, because that, again, being in an emergency, being told to wait 2 months, I think is unacceptable. I've known people who've had something similar just immediately get told, we'll pencil you in today because of how bad it is, no matter, you know, what their appointments look like, because they can't let a tooth go if it's, you know, leaking poison into a person's body. That's just not something any dentist would like to see go. That sounds good. Yeah, numbing gel to put your tooth in. Okay. That, I've heard that kind of stuff too, helping out if it's really that bad. Maybe also a heating pad on the face. That can help too, from what I hear. Okay, you got put on a cancellation list, so that's at least, you know, a compromise. I would hope you would hear back sooner rather than 1 month, if you're on the list. That's right, come down to me. Is that it? I don't see anything else. No, there's something else left. I feel like I should drink the soup, but I'm also... I still have enough health I can take some pot shots. And I could keep the soup into a different trial if I'm careful. So I'm just holding it for now and just hoping for the best. Nice shield. I tried to pull out the boomerang just to get the shield, but I threw the boomerang. I think the eye got updated to rotate, because I don't remember that rotating before. Also, nice room to fight Dead Hand in. Holy crap, this is gonna suck. Okay, actually, maybe not. But that kind of a spawn? Honestly, that's better than I thought. If he spawned in the middle of all these uvulas, I would have had a whole different argument there. That would have been horrendous. You know what? No, we're doing it again. Because this room, for whatever reason, is off-centered in the ROM hack. There we go. I'm liking the update for this so far. It's really good. They put a lot of effort in this game within the past year. I'm loving the randomizer option. This is a really fun way of replaying the game. Oh, dear God, we're drinking soup. The last time I was here, I died in like a minute. I'm not taking a risk this time. I'm getting soup. Wait for her to shoot. Because they don't hit me from down here. Oh, that counts though? What? I didn't know you can get hit from grabbing the ledge. I literally can't move. That is so terrible. I'm gonna need Pinwheel to make this a little bit more bearable too. And maybe even the clock stop. Nice, I actually hit her. Oh, that was too fast. All right, stop time. Alright, now I should be going to phase 2, because this fight's scripted. I don't really think you can change the scripting damage. At least for part 1. Maybe part 2 you can. Yeah, I heard about that random shadow drop for Tomb Raider 2013. I don't know why that Square just randomly just said, here, just have this 2013 game on the Switches, like, today. That was just very, very left field. I need to do something here. Can I, break out? Well, it's a good thing I'm using this now. Alright, now I get back to my topic. I don't know why they did that all of a sudden, but it's nice to see, I guess. It's just kind of random. Unpressed PS3 version, slapped the definitive label. Great, so it's not even really that much of a upgrade then. It's just, here's the PS3 game, but slightly more polished for like a Switch. That's kind of weird, but it also sounds like a Square Enix thing at this point. If I get hit again, I'm dead. No matter what. I might, if I fail here, I'll just put it back to normal just so I can get through all this, because I forget how terrible these bosses are and difficult. That was way too close. Dude, can you just, like, shoot the fire? That should be the 3 in a row. Thank you. But yet that still hurt me. Okay. Now I go back to the ice. Actually, if I go back to ice, then I'm just gonna do this. I could just take a moment to recheck. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, I guess that's the PS3 version, essentially, of the game on the Switch 1 and 2. But, yeah, $20, I guess you can't argue too much about that one. I just say nowadays, people just get the game on, like, the PC or something instead. So, Square didn't really see probably too much of a purpose to put too much effort into the Switch ports because of that alone. They just did the bare minimum, which is kind of what Square is known for nowadays. I know Square and Bandai Namco are both known for doing the bare minimum, as, I heard with the Tales news as well right now. I hit my shield, but it didn't go through. What? How did I not get the energy? It wouldn't matter. I got hit by the debris damage anyways. But that was confusing. Okay, I will, at this point, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna nerf the difficulty back to normal. And I, unfortunately, here, we'll have more time to talk about all this stuff. I gotta go get my potions, and that's gonna take me a bit, because I gotta do a lot of mushroom grinding, which is the one part about this game I don't miss. I mean, I think I can buy one right away. That's it. No, I can't even buy one. Alright, well, it's gonna take me like 20 minutes. What it feels like, at least. But yeah, how are we feeling about, I guess, because you're probably the better one to even talk about yourself, Matt, because you play the Tales games, but what are the thoughts about the Tales of Vesperia remaster? Because I just been hearing nothing but to it. Just because it's a game that's not really needing a remaster, but it's getting one anyways. Or Vesperia, yeah. I mean, I don't remember what the game was fully called. I always just saw it briefly in my headlines today. I just saw that and just kind of laughed because it's like, are people really asking for that game to get a remaster? Because it's not that old. You can still play it on modern hardware. Kind of like the Last of Us argument at that point, or remaster a game you can still play on PS4. I'm gonna get a little up just to be safe. Alright, that's good. Oh, there's one more. Didn't see this one. Just confused on why it wasn't Zillia 2. Yeah, that's fair. I know there's talks that they're going to be working on it at some point because they don't have the source code. This gotta get rebuilt, but... Kinda weird they didn't focus on that first! Yeah, that's kind of what I'm assuming at this point too, yeah. Like, people are gonna want other games to get remastered, but Bandai just does what Bandai does. I don't really think they have any rhyme or reason what games they want to release nowadays. They just kind of do whatever. Which makes things even more confusing. I mean, it's always good to see games get re-released on systems that didn't have that original release before. Like, apparently the Xbox is getting some Tales love now because of these remasters, which they didn't beforehand. Obviously, the Switch is another one too for that. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Wait, where do you... Wait, can you just buy potions in this? Hang on, before we do anything else. I think I just remember something. I'm doing this the stupid way. So I just remembered you can just buy potions outright, and then that's where you go to upgrade them so they're more potent. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, that's right. I can't do that yet in this part of the game. Because I am locked out until I beat the adult trial. Then the potion shop becomes unlocked. And because it's New Game Plus, that logic applies. Okay, well, let me just go continue what I'm doing then, because it seems like I already had the right idea. So let's just let's go back to buying those expensive ones. Are we still having those problems? Really? Just noticed. Let me guess. It's just the Twitch side again. Yep. I'm looking at my YouTube stream. It is playing perfectly fine. This now is going to be an actual problem. Okay, it says reconnected successful. Are we actually back on Twitch? I keep on dropping signal to specifically Twitch and nothing else. I'm very much confused. If you randomly see your stream go down, go check the YouTube channel because the stream doesn't have any problems over there. I don't know what's going on with Twitch these past like couple months, but it's so broken. I can barely keep a broadcast going to them, but to any other platform, I don't have a problem. I don't know why. So that's confusing. And even then, my signal still seems like I'm dropping frames only to Twitch, but YouTube, perfect. Explain that one. I didn't get them all. Okay, that's still there. Perfect. Gonna have to look into things after this specific minigame is done, because I'm getting more and more confused by these Twitch bugs by the day. I just want a site that lets you actually, you know, stream. That's a foreign concept, apparently. Yeah, no, I keep on having problems with Twitch specifically. I don't know why. Because I'm not having any drop frames on YouTube from what I'm seeing. My OBS is saying I'm dropping frames like crazy, but I'm not even connected to Twitch. So how am I dropping frames to Twitch when I'm not on Twitch? Like, it's some weird bug. I don't know what's been going on. This has been a problem I've had since September. Might have to kill the broadcast again and reset it, because it keeps on doing that weird thing. If I reset the broadcast, it fixes some of those problems. And I don't know why it does, but it just does. Alright, just in time. Give me that one. At least I got a mushroom before I ended. Yeah, now it's just like, it's playing just fine on Twitch as well. I'm watching back the streams. Both are perfectly fine, so I don't know why it was dropping. And it was just the Twitch. Because I got to look at the YouTube feed and there was no problems. It's not my internet. Because if I run speed tests on my side, I have no drops of any kind. So it's not my connection. It's not my software. This is how I rule it out. And I say that this is a site bug. Because why am I only experiencing that to Twitch and no other site? Just having issues loading Twitch. Like, I don't know what's going on with that site anymore, but it's just, I feel like almost every day it's just having a problem, and I just don't understand it. I'm gonna keep the Twitch feed up. Like, no, I'm looking now, it's dropping again as soon as I started a game. Are you serious? If I look on YouTube, no, it's fine. What is happening? Like, legitimately, dude. They have to fix their site or something because I'm having so many weird bugs. And it's just YouTube is fine. Twitch is not. I don't understand this. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Like, I'm just showing this right now just for clarity's sake, right? This one over here keeps on buffering and dropping. This one is not. While it's saying I'm dropping frames, it's a total lie, because it's only the Twitch. YouTube is fine. You might just be better watching on YouTube right now. Even if Twitch fixes this weird site problem, you might still be better on YouTube, because it could happen again. And I don't know why. It's a constant problem that I just can't explain. My drop frame indicator is going to be so bloated tonight, because it's all going to be just because of a site bug. Meanwhile, I've dropped literally 0 frames. Yeah, this is why I've been multi-streaming more and more, because I've been noticing sites are having problems for some viewers specifically, and this fixes those problems. If you have a problem watching on one platform, you can just go to the other platform that's actually working. So in this case, it's been YouTube. When we first started this, it was YouTube for a bit that was bugging out, but now Twitch is bugging, it feels like every other week. Like, legit, I'm just like at 20,000 drop frames and counting, but I haven't dropped a single frame, because if you're watching on YouTube, it looks great. After this, I am still going to try to fix the Twitch side regardless, because I'm not wanting one platform to be unwatchable and the other to be fine. That's not really ideal. And it's such a constant issue, I don't know if I can fully fix it for tonight, but I'm gonna see what I can do to try. Well, if I can get up there. I think I'm good anyways, because all I needed was 25 mushrooms. I got 29. I should have as many as I need for this. Missed. That's fine. Let me, while this is going, it says I'm completely offline on Twitch again. Oh, now just reset again. My gosh, you're like a very, very bipolar site today. You want to do one thing and then another. Stop changing your mind. I also want to look in to see if the multi-streaming client I use has an update, because I haven't seen one in a long time. I don't think it had an update since OBS changed some of the stuff in the back end. But they might also need to push an update. Yeah, the last update was January 16th, and a lot has changed since January. So they might want to push a new update in case that's bugging out with Twitch. This is also screwing up the whole ads situation on Twitch too, because they constantly are wanting to run ads every time I stream, disconnects and reconnects. At this point, I swear, we've probably had more ads on Twitch than stream, and that's not my fault. It's completely the system's fault at this point, because it bugged out. I can't even snooze them right now, it's just completely bugged. Let me get my achievement here for the jukebox. Let me get that reward. So I can now use that money to buy this extra crap I just spent on getting mushrooms. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, let me just swap out some of my items now. Now we should be good, I would assume. But I just want to show people really quick my stream health graph, because at this point it might as well just be a joke. Get my details in Expector, because I gotta wait for the ad anyways on Twitch for like the 5th time. It's getting stupid. Oh, I can't even show you exact data anymore because it just got that broken. I'll just show like a screen grab of it then. Just blow it up, because it's completely messed up now. Just in the last 15 minutes alone, the data got skewed. So this is basically how Twitch has just looked in the past 15 minutes. It's the most drop-off roller coaster ride you'll have in your life. All these spikes is when I constantly had those weird dropouts. But my stream health, if we look at the YouTube side specifically, I mean, they don't have the same metrics, but it's been excellent. So, I don't know. There's really no reason why this is happening. So I apologize for the constant drops if you're watching on the Twitch side. That is just out of my control. That is the site bug. If you have a problem, that's why we multi-stream. I heard something behind me there. Flam. Oh, Phantom Man is back. But because now I'm on normal, it's not gonna be as bad. Boulders don't count. Oh, that's another new attack. Oh, great. Now they can do spins. And that spin sent the dude flying, so I'm afraid. The fact they added not one, but 2 new attacks to an Iron Knuckle was just horrifying. Come here, gyrate bubble. Stop. Stop gyrating. Thank you. Really? Oh, and he's too high. This is a very big room. This is definitely a revamp. Can I not reach them from here? Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, they got closer. That's good. Because I don't want to go down there to use a hook shot just because. Oh, Morpha yet again. Gotta kill you as fast as possible, knowing now you flood the room. There comes the water. But because I'm on normal, this thing's a joke. It's the same health as the standard Ocarina fight. So this should take me to a rest floor now, so we get to see what we get here, but I probably don't need to buy anything. I haven't really used any of my supplies. Yeah, 20 nuts. I've only used like, what, 3? Of that. Well, this is an easy room. Oh, he hopped now. Wow, that guy's a lot more mobile. But we have a shield, so it doesn't matter. Is that it? What a room. The randomizer was kind. That should be it. Yeah. I didn't feel like there's anything else here. And because you gave me these, I might as well use your own bombs. was a little bit of a cramped room for this setup. Really? A dead hand in here? Oh, he better not spawn out of bounds. Okay, no, crisis averted. In tiny rooms, this guy does have a higher chance of just spawning outside the map. And if that happens, I'm just screwed. Fine, I'll use my bomb. It's bigger anyways. Oh, not a rest floor. That's the same deal as last time. I didn't buy it then, I'm not buying it now. Any new tips? Listen, there are 6 hidden chests in the stronghold, and another one at the end of the Trial of the Vengefuls. I don't know if I found all 6, but I found most of them in my original playthrough. I think they added some after the fact, too. Hi. Is anyone else in here? Yeah, just a little baby Dodongo. Oh, he's gonna spawn over here every time, so I probably just need to be closer. Is he just stuck on the rock? Nice going. There we go. That was kind of an awkward room to fight Dark Link just because of how the Decker Nuts respawn to him. You have to know where the respawn is for that to work. Another one? Really? I just fought a Dark Link. Ah, it's a good thing I have more nuts. I'm doing the nut strat. That's if it respawns. I'm gonna use all my Decker Nuts trying to stun him once. Dude, really? Oh, he's bugged now. Wait a minute. Is that a bug I can recover from? I hope so. Let me use Din's Fire. Because that guarantees to hit him. He's in a bug state. That damage doesn't work normally. Alright, there we go. That fixed it. Man, it's a good thing I know how this fight works when stuff like that can happen. He shielded and attacked the wrong way because of the weird geometry in the room. And then he just got put in a defensive state. And that's unfortunate because then I can't fight him. Oh my god. 3 in a row. What is that luck, man? I think he spawned from over here. Is he close enough? Because he backflipped as soon as I pressed C down. Coward. Fight me like a real Link. Oh, there's respawning. Okay. There better not be a 4th Dark Link. I'm tired of Dark Links. No, that's much better. I mean, kind of, because it's an invisible Stalfos, but I can deal with that compared to another Dark Link. I'm out of Deku Nuts at this point. Kind of want more. Now I want that deal for 20 for 20. It was useless until now. See ya. You can tell which enemies don't work in certain rooms. I can't hit him from there unless I want to die myself. I think I'm just gonna use the bomb arrow strat for this one, because this Wizrobe's in a terrible spot almost every time. Or now it could just be here. Okay. The one time I'm about ready to just shoot it. Shaking my head at that. Gold scrub? Man, I really wish I didn't have money. What is happening here? What is this? Can I fight him now? Wait a minute. Oh, that's bad. Can't hit the tail from this angle. Oh, this is stupid. I got a bad roll. Huh. It went docile. Okay, now I can take this advantage. Alright, good. That's better. That was stupid to fight in this room, but as long as I went to sleep, that was my time to get in the water. Phantom Grim. Nice. We have a chance to react to that. Took a lot of damage because he just showed up. Oh no. The rematch is back. At least it's not like a super fast fight this time. But I might want to use a blue potion plus because I am a little weak. Oh, and she was just instant firing. Yep, I'm definitely using one of these. No matter if you're on easy, normal, difficult, it seems like these ones just want you dead no matter what. Okay, that barely worked. Again? Okay, well, I'm getting the double. Here we go for the triple. Yep. Triple ice. Okay. I'm lucky I didn't fall all the way down. Alright, well, that's whatever. Get a little bit of a stun lock in there, because for a reminder for people, Ultimate Trial does actually patch out some of the Ocarina of Time glitches a lot of people know and love, like Infinite Sword Glitch and Power Crouch Stabbing. So, in that normal sense, I would just swing once and crouch stab the rest of my damage, but I can't do that here. So, quick spinning is kind of like the next best thing. At least helps on stun locking. Funny enough, I didn't need that blue potion, but that was just for safety, because I was already down past half health. And this boss is super fast, as you can see with patterns. You suck, suck, suck! Who sucks in the end? I don't remember this dialogue. I know they changed it for this specific ROM hack, I just don't remember it. It's so good. Sucker. God. These two are still hilarious no matter what game you're playing. Nice up angle! Oh, okay. Oh, the camera really wanted to show Link's assets. Is that it? I'm trying to think. Do I do 2 of these fights and I'm done? Or do I have, what, like maybe 10, 20 more floors? Yeah, that was another break. Red potion for 60. I will buy it now because I just used my blue plus. I could have got the rupees there just thinking about it, but I'm fine. Oh, this is hot garbage. Let's deal with the flare dancer first. I just don't like how it's right next to the hand every time. I gotta keep my distance from the Dexy hand so I don't get grabbed. Oh, I haven't seen this thing in a while. That's the Poe. Hey, get off me. That's like the pose from like Zelda 1. Alright, randomized being... I was gonna say generous and then a Wizroad showed up. I didn't die. Now it did. Oh, Dark Souls is back. For people asking if I'll play a Souls game, this is close enough, alright? Look, it's even dark and gritty, just like a Dark Souls map. I forgot those were still ball arrows. Like, why did I die so fast? Oh, explosives. Oh, that's horrible. Why are you there? That's a terrible spawn. Nice whiffs all around. Okay, thankfully that wind-up for that little smash attack is so generous. I haven't gotten hit by that once. Oh, another break. Hey, I'll take the nut deal now because I actually need them. I can't believe I got that 3 different times in this trial run alone. In Switch in the Stronghold entrance, to find it, try to go towards the flowers. Now for one of the secret chests that gave you money, but we already have that on this file. I find it interesting, New Game Plus also transfer over, like, all of my, yikes, all of my collected rupee chests. Why'd I get a random jump? That really screwed me up for some reason. I don't know why I jumped. Oh, it's invisible. Another one? Really? Well, it's a good thing I still have the Lens of Truth equipped. Oh, for God's sakes. Stop doing that. Every time I spawn literally in front of a club, I just think I'm gonna get whacked. Nice teleport. Skull Kid plays by his own rules. Well, this seems fair, doesn't it? Why can't I have invulnerability? Forever. Oh my god, I did not know they had to attack now. The docile scrub becomes hostile. That just makes sense. Nice hitbox! Okay. I'm gonna take a quick sip because that was stupid. The club was no longer being swung and I still got her. Explain. Not that time, that's fair. I'll give it to you. Well, you know what they say. Just bang your head against the wall and you win. Isn't that how you win on Dark Souls 2? Eventually. It'd be stupid to do that in an actual Souls game. Ah, Phantom Ganon again, huh? Dodge that one, that hurts. Again. Dude, what are you doing? Just attack normal, like you're stalling. You're just stalling at this point. Wow, this guy is really not wanting to fight fair. He just wants to do everything but the attack that stuns them. I mean, I can't blame Phantom, that's smart. Finally. There we go. That was a very drawn-out fight for no good reason. That was some terrible Phantom Ganon luck. You can see why if I have the boomerang for normal Ocarina of Time, I just fight him with the boomerang. Because that just makes the fight way faster. But you can't do that in this, that's been patched. I think I'm done now though with this trial. That should have been the final boss of it. That's kind of a fitting one for the end of the hero trial, though, to be fair. Yeah, there we go. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. You keep on coming here too slow. Some other guy in a rainbow tunic got here earlier. Finders keepers. You got the treasure first. Here, have a consolation prize. Like how they use the Wind Waker models in this ROM hack. Yeah, for the statues here, I like that attention to detail too. Between that and then this music being just from Skyward Sword. There's a lot of love to other Zelda games for this ROM hack. I should probably stock up on resources because I used a lot of them in that trial. Because now we got another one. Man, this rate I'm just going to be beating the game again tonight with New Game Plus. But do I have to do the Trials of the Vengeful? Or am I good? Because I get an item from doing that. But I don't think I need the item in New Game Plus, just saying. I think I just need to do the 3 trials. Yeah, actually, I don't even need this. What am I doing here? Peace. That should have unlocked the potion shop, though, for real, so I can just buy normal potions. Actually, why did I do that for that reason? Let me go back and make sure. Yeah, potion shop is fully unlocked again. I'm gonna get this, honestly, because soup giving me 2 servings, giving me 4 hearts per, that's 8. The only thing that comes close is just getting the red or blue potion enhanced. And I just don't want to do that right now. I can just avoid enhancing the potion. Alright, let's go ahead and do this last trial. But before I do that, open the door. I'm gonna go check over here. This is just down. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is still remembered from your New Game Plus state too. Interesting. I mean, the only thing that's different there is I just shoot the bomb arrow. This won't work yet because I do need the last stone, which is in this final trial. So I do just to get the trials done, and I can just go fight the final boss again. So New Game Plus is skipping some stuff just because of what you already have going into the file, which is a little weird. Well, let's just get this over with. Final trial, 75 floors. We're going to be here for a hot minute. I already took damage. Good start. We just started, man. Come on. It doesn't help with the randomizer logic here. It's kind of a chaotic beginning. Especially being underwater to start it. take damage frame 1 and that's a reset. You know? If it wasn't for the fact that this would take me forever if I do that, yes. Oh, that's what I heard. Dead. I got powerful sword. What do you got? Your axe got patched. Kind of. That's a good thing we stocked up on our nuts. And I immediately waste one. Good start. Every time, man. Every time I start with a moblin in front of me, I'm having a fear of being clubbed. Oh, something else in here. A standard Baba. Well, that was a waste of my time. Now that's more threatening. Wait, can I get the Gribstalker to fall in the pit? What? Where'd it go? Wait, what? Was that it falling in the pit, or? Okay, it did. It did. This room does not seem like a good addition. I'm gonna say, really cool cosmetically, but a lot of enemies just love falling into the void. Works for me. You open your mouth, or... No, okay. We're just gonna keep on using rollout. Oh, dear God, this is happening just as much as a Pokemon battle. Yep, this is attempt number 4. That just felt like a normal King Dodongo fight, though, after the 5 rollouts were done. Because with this leveled up Razor Sword, that was the same as just doing 2 jump attacks with our Master Sword or a stick. Now get out of here, because this room is loud. Oh, break. Soup? Bottoms up! I now kind of feel bad I bought it at the shop, because this is a cheaper soup. But hey, if you're offering more, I can't complain. I would like a refill on my soup. I just realized I had an effect on this audio tonight. You probably didn't need that. Oh, okay, yeah, so that was just a mistake to have that on. I had a limiter on for the last time we streamed a PC game, which was the voice chat stuff. Probably play with the audio a bit. I'll just fix that a bit. There we go. I gotta put away my soup before I use it by accident. Yeah, I just realized I had a hard limiter on the audio, and I don't need that for this game. That was just for, like, Repo and Lethal Company. And that was, like, what, a couple weeks ago at this point? Dude, trying to capture audio from a game with proximity chat stuff is just super difficult to get the audio balancing right. Because something's gonna be too loud. At least that's what I noticed in my experience. Oh, I'm not fighting you now. Oh, well, okay, just come back up on the platform. That's convenient-ish. That was weird. Oh, big lever. Big dead. I found an easy strat to fight this guy now with the flames. Jump attack and then also spin to get rid of the fire. It makes that a lot more consistent. Although the final one I might want to run. I did not think that would not kill you. I don't know why. Did the mana just fall? Can they fall? No, it's still there. How do I fight this thing? There you go. Alright, I wasn't sure what to do because this was in a really bad spot. But I still hear something else? So is that even in this floor? Okay, yep, there he is. There he is. What a floor. Now for Dark Souls. Ooh, another rest. This guy does sell potions. More soup? Red potion. Nah. I'd rather have soup. Doing the marathon or collecting mushrooms, you can stop time with the Chronos. Yeah, we figured that one out. Thanks for the boost. Nope, still something else here. Oh, two things. You know what? Be fancy, use your weakness. Still, not gotten hit by that. It looks threatening, but the attack has missed every time. And there's just a random Deku Baba. Okay, bye. Because you freeze him like that in the original? Yeah, Stalfos can be frozen. And it does do a little more damage, if I'm not mistaken. So you do want to freeze Stalfos once you get ice arrows. It is just an easy way of fighting them. But in this game, they do more damage to Stalfos if you use an ice arrow. That's modified a bit. Actually, doesn't matter. I already hit you once. Ah, we're back again. Man, this is like the third or fourth time I fought you tonight. I'm losing count. This is stupid. I just want up. I'm gonna get shot. This is like the worst. Dude, get me out of this. Holy crap, that was stupid. I couldn't even climb. Like, honestly, the only thing I don't like about this fight in this specific ROM hack is just how aggressive the very beginning, for whatever reason, is with the lasers. Because once you're past the fire and ice lasers, this fight isn't as bad to dodge stuff. But even then, the pattern's still kind of wonky. Like, it's a great fight otherwise, but it does feel like it was a little over-tuned. I'm gonna drink my soup. Also, yeah, they're super fast, too. I forgot about that part. How's that all that health, by the way, I just got from my soup is just gone? So, it's a good thing we had the soup. I lost that so fast because of the fire damage. Oh, how that not count? Alright, that should be 4 hits. There. Use the standard stun lock logic against her, just without crouch stabbing. Because I'm waiting for her head to stop bouncing. As soon as she stops moving, I can slash her again, then she's caught in an infinite loop. Are we gonna get the suck comets? Yeah, here they are. Just for the sake of time. Oh my god, they talk fast. I blinked, I didn't know what they said. Something about you suck? You sucker? And then that was it. Then they're gone. No, this is a resource girl. 20 nuts for 20 rupees. I don't think we used enough yet for that. No. Just, I have 999. Why not? That was a terrible deal for my sake, but I got the money back in this room. So I might as well. Man, he's so much faster now. I actually almost ran back into the statue by outrunning the statue. Happy chicken blue potion here soon. Oh, it just left. Alright, well, that works for me. This is an easy room. That was it. Not a breather. Nice hitbox. Everybody's favorite again. How many times have you fought Dead Hand? That was a very fast keys. That was just beeline to my direction. I'm gonna take the drink break now. Because I was waiting until things got too hairy, and now I have 4 hearts, so I don't want to take the risk. Wait, what is that for the boss music? Is it just the White Wolfos? Yes. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Vanilla. That's literally the last enemy of the child trial normally, so that was pretty fitting. Alright, potion time. What do we got? Soup! Let's go! Like me some soup. Legit, one of the best things you can buy in a break for is just soup. That doesn't matter with randomizer. I'm just saying. Yeah, legit, soup's like one of the best items in this game because of how good it is on healing. Obviously, the potion pluses are a different story. Actually, I can't lose these tunics. Don't worry about it. The plus potions do more, but until you can get those, soup is like the best healing item. Especially when we can find clothes at the soup store. The oldest of memes. Sometimes I miss the old memes compared to what we have nowadays, because some of the memes now just make no sense. I'm still questioning what the heck 6-7 is at this point, but I've been hearing a little bit more lore about what that meme is, and it's just like a nothing burger thing. It's like something that started from like kids shouting a number really loud from like a sports game. If I heard that correctly. Memes nowadays are like that, where it just makes no sense. I miss the old ones where they're actually funny. Like the soup store gag. What a combo. Can I take care of the flare dancer first before I do the post sister stuff? I prefer that. Try to stay away from the post sister as much as I can. Yeah, it's just brain rot, yeah, pretty much. That's why I say when I heard the context, I'm like, that's it, really? Like, it's just loud equals funny, essentially, when you break it down. That is why I've made this argument a lot, especially when I got spammed from a TikTok meme in a YouTube chat last week, where it was literally a nothing burger of a meme either, from what I've researched. And it's like, we've like gotten to a point of like brain rot I don't think as a society we're ever going to be recovering from. And it's because of people just spending most of their time on like social media platforms, mainly TikTok. It's just getting to a point now where it's really getting bad, and it's becoming more and more noticeable by the day. Yeah, 69 makes sense. It is overused. That's the only problem I think people have with the 69 jokes now. But at least it has context. Probably not context you want to tell to a young kid, but it has context. But the 6-7 thing is just loud equals funny, from what I gather. Dude. This is... Alright, I gotta take care of that specific enemy first. I think it's actually dead, so I don't need to do anything now. That was really terrible. left? There's nothing in here. What's left? Oh, there it is. Okay, sometimes the randomizer putting an enemy like in a random spot like that, and it's something you have to walk towards to spawn. That has been really screwing me a lot. Another post sister. But no, like, to go back to some of the brain rot thing, someone shared me a video on TikTok, and you know, it was something harmless, so it's like, okay, you know, it's someone I know, I'll look at it. But when I open up the app just to try to see the thing they're sharing with me, which, spoilers on that, it was like a little remix of like a game song. Someone played it on guitar. Like a fun little like 30-second clip of something. It's cool. But to actually find it on the app, it was like pulling teeth. I feel bad every time I use this expression, by the way, Matt. It's just like, it's a base expression I'm so used to using for trying to describe something really obnoxious, and I know you have teeth problems right now, so I apologize. But it's like a bad tick. Either way, it was really obnoxious trying to like look at the one thing I was shared from a standard link, because opening the app just bombards you with random crap. It is so annoying. Like after that, I uninstalled the app. It's like, look, hey, I told the guy who sent me, I was like, yeah, I appreciate that. I just don't like TikTok. Because it's so, oh wow, I didn't even shock me. It's just so filled with garbage. And trying to use the app itself is just not fun. I gotta get closer. Actually, you might come over here, that'd be better. Yeah, you realize the context after the fact, like, oh no. That's why I just realized, oh yeah, that's the second time I think I've done that in these streams. Where I was like, oh, I'm mentioning a tooth thing to a guy who has a tooth problem. That's not stupid. It's like when I'm saying don't break a leg to a guy in a wheelchair. Maybe don't say that. It's a little, insensitive. But it's just like a force of habit you're just used to doing because it's just part of your vocabulary. Yeah, after not grabbing Morpha after the first attempt, this fight becomes kind of nonsense. I should be better lined up now to grab Morpha. Yeah, because both tentacles won't be close enough to hit me. There we go. So what else was he even talking about? Because I get so distracted by trying to fight a spear that has electric attached to it. Oh yeah, brain rot and TikTok. Yeah, I don't know why people use that app, personally. I don't really see the appeal, myself. I've tried over the years, nothing's ever clicked. Every time I go on the feed, I just feel overwhelmed to a point where I'm just like, this isn't interesting. I'm just getting a thumb workout. I don't really, like, that's kind of the problem I have with YouTube Shorts as well, to be fair, because I've done the same thing. It's not as egregious on YouTube as it is on TikTok. It's just, it depends on how you view shorts. For me, I just view them from my channels I'm subscribed to and stuff that's in my recommendations. I never go in that shorts tab because that is just scroll city. And that's the kind of stuff I don't like from social medias. 50 euros, 25 rupees. How many did I use? 73? It's cheap. I might as well. Because I do need some more arrows. But, I don't know, I'm getting to a point now where I'm becoming that old man screaming at things that don't understand, because there's so many new memes that are popping up that just have no context to them that I just can't go behind at all. I did not want this. there are some newer ones I can click with, or at least like some slang, I guess. Like I've been loving Absolute Cinema as of late, because that's just a good way of describing something you like. But that's like a different thing. I think some slang lingo, I understand more than like half the memes that are popping up anymore. Are you serious? We just fought one. Why do I have to fight another flare dancer? You know what? No. No more lock on. Like the slang cook. Yeah, like let him cook. That's always a good one too. The I am him one I don't understand as much for that meme. I think that one's just kind of stupid. Okay, I thought it'd be a third flare dancer. I was being mentally prepared for it, and I'm glad that's not the case. Okay, he's over here. Knowing where he spawns really does help with the fight. There we go. I might want to drink that soup soon. What's in here? Okay, yeah, I'm drinking the soup. It might be cooked if I didn't drink soup. I can't believe that reached. Well, that doesn't matter. It was a waste of my time. Nice single Poe room. And a pushover because my sword's too powerful. Got a break? 20 bomb shoes? I haven't used a single one, so that deal actually doesn't work. Listen, the cursed helmet protects you from attacks by an evil man on a white horse. Wait, which attack are you referring to? Is it the projectile attack or when he does the lunge? You know what you're talking about, I just don't know which attack you're referring to. Worth trying next time I'm in the fight. Just try to have them both. Projectiles and the lunge attack. Oh, that's a re-dead. I thought it was like a style pose or something. Oh, there's another one. I can't hit them from here. I need to use the arrows. But where is it? It's spawning in an area I can't reach. So that's actually very convenient for me, because the shots will miss if it can't reach me. Alright, that was an easy room. A random fire pit here just kind of makes it so I don't sink in the sand. So more convenient for me than anything else. Hey, it's Goma, everyone's favorite easy boss. Not easy in this, because it's hyperspeed. I gotta swap off of my bomb arrows for this one. It would just be better to have the normal ones. Still pretty pushover boss when you're on normal mode, because this thing has like no health. Doesn't help, our sword is super upgraded. So yeah, much harder fight than normal, still a freebie. Just like Morpha. It's nice I got both Morpha and Goma in this seed. I'm loving this randomizer. Like, this is a fantastic option for a game like this. Now it truly does feel like a roguelike. Because every time you play a roguelike game, everything's different every playthrough. And that's exactly what's happening here now. I love this. And I just realized, too, what a way to finish the final trial, too. Because that was it. That was the final enemy. That was a nothing burger of an end. We had the easiest one. Well, I don't know if I should give you this. I don't really feel like you earned the stone. But yeah, rules are rules. Well, come and fight me. Because that should be it. I mean, at this point, there's nothing left. That's the only thing I have left now is just to fight the final boss of the game. And excuse me, because at this point, it should be set up in the same way as just the normal playthrough. Once I have all three of the stones, I can just go and put them in the pedestal. You go through the Trial of the Vengeful so you can get the bomb arrows, which I already have. So I don't need to knock down the statue. It's already knocked down. So really, I'm at the end of the game. I skip an entire section of it because of how New Game Plus is structured. I do find that weird. Maybe they should have took away certain items going to New Game Plus just so you can still play through the entire experience correctly. But yeah, all we need are the 3 stones to unlock this. And this is something you can do with sequence breaks too. If you get over here without going through Trials of the Vengeful, but you have all 3 of the trials cleared, you can beat the game. The trials are technically optional if you know what you're doing. I think those sequence breaks still work in this patch. I don't think anything was really patched out sequence break wise. Because the developers figure if you know how to do that stuff, Go for it. Not gonna affect a casual playthrough. Alright, here we go. If it's anything like the normal game sequence, we're gonna be fighting Ganon and Ganondorf before we fight the true final boss here. He gives you the special weapon. Well, that's redundant. Hey, look, you got that thing in your pocket. Have another one. Now you can dual wield light arrows. Only. Yeah, this is redundant because we already have the light arrows. There's no reason for us to see this cutscene. I gotta do it, though. We're cranking it back up the difficult just for the final fight. Well, fights. I just want to do this, because it's been a while, but I felt like the other trials, I just want to get through those time-wise, but now I want to have the true challenge for the boss fights. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, these fights are barely any different between the Ganons. Nice whiff. That's my fault. I barely missed, too. That's the worst part. Line up the shot this time so I don't whiff it by accident. There we go. Phase 1 down. Now it's time for Phase 2. Oh, that's not my Ocarina of Time. Green blood? No, man. Why is he vomit? Forgot that even though you can use a 1.0 ROM to patch this, it still bases a lot of stuff off the latest release, which was 1.2. So unfortunately, vomit, not blood. I always hated that. It just looks weird. Alright, I have to ask this, chat. Do I go for the bomb super slide to keep my sword, or do I do the funny Din's Fire thing where I just stare at him? Because one's harder than the other. I will say that. But it is funny. Funny Dins. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. I'm gonna make a save state here so we don't have to keep on redoing the fight, just in case. I do believe that still works anyways. So just for the sake of time on that one. I'm just making a save here just so I don't have to keep on redoing all this. That's all. I'm not needing magic after this. I can do the final boss fight without it. There we go. Wow, first try. Who needs that save state? Alright, so now I'm just gonna stare. This cutscene works very weird. For people who haven't seen this before, this is a standard Ocarina of Time quirk. if you use Din's Fire going to a cutscene, it does overlap with the cutscene's animation for your character, and it never gets to actually start. So, I'm supposed to be threatened right now again and take out my sword and all that, but I'm just gonna stand here and just look. Very threatened. I don't know if this works on the 3D version. I have to assume it does, because that 3D version barely changed anything for the core game. But yeah, now I have my Master Sword. So that's gonna make this fight a lot easier, because I do more damage to Ganon with the Master Sword. I have to grab the real one, though, for the scripting. Even though I have the sword, the game doesn't think I have the sword. It's in a weird state. You might as well think I cloned it. That's really what this boils down to, because this is the real sword. You can tell I played this game too much in my life, because I can just no-hit both Ganondorf and Ganon without even trying. This is one of the easier fights in the entire franchise for me at this point, but I've played this for over 20 years at this point in my life, or at least close to it. So it's not really much of a threat. Alright. GG's? No, you already know about the fake out, because this is not the real final boss. This is New Game Plus, after all. Although, we can never fight the Ganons ever again now in this file. That's the only way you fight them, is during story stuff. So once you get past those fights in the story, you can't refight it. It's the only part of the game you can't really replay. From all the different boss fights and trials, it's surprising the Ganon stuff, that is a one-time thing. So, you've done it. Again. I feel like you've been here before, like last year. Kind of feels like deja vu. Was it enough, though? Hey, wait a minute. There is something different about you. Did you change your hair? Oh my god, you can grind meat on those. Life goals. Look like him. Hopefully this fight won't be as hard as when we first played, because they did fix a lot of the IAG about this. Infinite axe glitch. His axe originally had a very janky hitbox, so it was constantly getting you. But it's not as bad now. I am playing it on difficult though, so hardest difficulty, he has more health, he will do more damage. And now, title drop. Drop the mic. Pretend it's the microphone. I don't want to get... I'm not dropping this one. No way. Slice his toe cheese, by the way, still works, as I found out trying to unlock the file. As a reminder, he will break Nehru's Love, but this does give me a shield against his attacks. So I can use this just for a short time. It will essentially give me a free hit. And there goes the free hit. Wow, that did not take long. I do have one blue potion to my name. Which we have to use now. I'm gonna die if I don't use it right this second. Oh, this is a terrible spot for it. But thankfully I have some amount of iframes. So I'm gonna use this in combination to get my Neighbor's Love back on. Because now I'm not taking fire damage. It's this axe that breaks this, but the fire, not so much. There we go. Again, the axe is the thing that will break Neighbor's Love. Knowing that, you have a little bit of a safeguard against the rest of his attacks. I've learned that from just fighting this guy a couple different times. You learn the quirks, and I've seen other people now fight this boss after beating the game last year. So I have a lot of knowledge about this fight now, which I'm surprised I still remember 1 year later. So we're in phase 2 now. I still have my helmet to rely on. That will half the amount of damage I take at the cost of my speed. And I still, I think, have enough magic for one more Nehru's Love. I think. Man. Man! No more potions. I gotta be careful. Just don't hit me with the axe. I had a feeling. Alright, well, I got as close to the end of that as I could without dying. Man, I gotta give myself credit there for not playing that for like a year. That was pretty okay. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna get soups. It's not gonna be as good as getting blue potion, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do that mushroom game for the next 10 minutes. 8 times 3 is gonna be enough hearts. I think 24 plus my 20, I hope, is enough. I want to buy more soup. As a reminder, that was 8 hearts between 2 different doses. That's 6, same for the red. I can enhance them to make them 12, but it's not really going to be worth it right now. So I'm just going to get the soups. That should be enough based on how I've been playing. I only have 2 Nehru's Love to use for the whole fight. So I do have a safeguard, and I do have the helmet to half the damage. So I have a lot of protections in place. I just have to know when to use those things. I do probably want to keep the hatch sword on because that will break his Nehru's Love when he uses it. Plus, it's going to do the same amount of damage as Master Sword, if not, I think, more. And I don't really have a use for the sword beams. The sword beams don't really do that much damage in this game. It's a cool novelty, but they're just not really useful. I don't know. The one thing I wonder, though, is when he does that laser attack, can I use the mirror shield for that? I can't remember. Because it works in the same way as the laser shots from Twin Rova. If they're programmed the same, then I could reflect them back, but I'm not 100% sure there. This shield I'm using is just like for a shield bash, which is pretty worthless. So I might just swap out the shield and see if that works. Hey Kira, how you doing? Dude, went right over the shield. Do I? No. Okay, maybe. He's gonna do that. Wait, actually, this is our time to try out the shield thing. I say that as he stops. I think I might be dead. Just get the soup. Okay, that's only one heart. Alright, there's phase 2. I might not have a chance to try out the laser thing here at this rate. Oh, wait. Doesn't work. Man, I picked a good time to start the choke. Both in real life and in game. Man. I still have it in me. I can't focus. Alright, but I tested my theory now. So I'm gonna put back on the other shield because there's no point. Ugh. Hey, when you just take a sip of water and then you just start dying. Relatable. Digimon when you're collecting medals, which are collectibles. One of the medals was just for Sephirothmon. Okay, I think I know what they're referencing. That one's pretty obvious. I swear, if it started to play like this very aggressive chanting theme as soon as you picked up the medal, they can't be any more subtle. I have to take a word about that metal thing because it's not loading on my side, but I'm gonna opt to not look because I'm gonna probably get myself sliced in half if I do. As the page continues to load. Oh, nice fire spawn. Okay. Alright. I love how I'm like perfectly under him and then all of a sudden I get hit. Alright. Sometimes I wonder about the hitbox of that laser beam. That's why we brought 3 packs of soup. God, it feels like I fight Kratos when I'm doing all this stuff in this fight. It just feels like Kratos in the latest God of War stuff. Okay, I'm now seeing the picture. The page finally loaded. That is definitely a demonic looking Digimon, so I can see the similarity to a Sephiroth. Not one-to-one, but it definitely looks like a demon. I'm just gonna use this. That's the wrong one. Well, I hope you like getting frozen. I thought I had the... I forgot, because the icons are different. I'm just seeing the blue one, and my mind instantly just defaults to blue thing. All 3 of these are blue, so... I just looked at it very quickly while I'm choking on water, and I picked the wrong one. As long as they don't hit me with the axe, I'm fine with this. I don't care. Oh, there comes the axe. Oh, put it away. Okay, back to this. Oh no, why put it away? I don't know if it's not magic. I tried to swing the bottle at him because I thought I had the curse helmet on. This is just the brute force fight, honestly, because I'm doing terrible compared to how I did like a year ago. Nice. Okay, well, that was my bad because I took off the helmet, and that was a mistake because I tried to use the pinwheel. But you can't take off the pinwheel and the like you can't use both at the same time. It automatically takes off the helmet when you're trying to use the pinwheel. All right, just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna get back those soups. Actually, wait a minute. No, that doesn't do that. I forgot. Every time you die, it autosaves, so I can't do that. Yeah, that's whatever. I'm just spending more money. Alright, make sure you put the right things on the equips this time when you're doing stuff. No point even saving because of how it's going to overwrite the save anyways if I die. I don't know how they got the Roth. Good question. I feel like they may have just called it Roth because they wanted to go for the Sethi Roth comparison with the reference, not necessarily trying to like go with anything else. It was just an easy pull. Because I'm seeing what you're talking about, Kira. It's not one-to-one what it should be referencing, but it's, I guess, close enough to another like pop culture reference. And I think that's more or less what they wanted. Alright. As long as I don't die in the middle of this. Literally. Let's lock in. Thought I was getting hit there. Oh, I hate how it just like goes over the shield. Use this just for safety because I just don't trust this hitbox today. Yeah, see him getting hit. A good call. There we go, phase 2. I don't know if I'm doing more or less damage by swapping out the big sword. It feels like I'm doing slightly more damage and almost breaking even at the same time. It's really weird. So I don't know what this specific boss is weak to, or if he's not really weak to anything but Hatch Sword. Because Hatch Sword does work on this fight in different ways, so I always just assume that's his weakness. Man, that was a bad hit. Doing it. Again, I don't know if this is doing any more or less damage. I think it might not be doing any more. I feel like it is, so I'm just doing this for my sake. Din's Fury. Soup, soup, soup. Just give me soup. And GG's. I didn't even need the soup. All right. Victory soup. Just drink up. Ah, soup. And with that said, you have a good rest of the night, Matt. You stuck around right for when I won. So, good timing. Now go to sleep. Man, this feels like a thing of deja vu, though. It's like I'd watched this earlier or something. Exact same cutscene. So, it wasn't bad, though. We beat this in like 3 hours. Like, let me exactly check when I started the New Game Plus stuff. Because we looked a lot around the Stronghold before getting New Game Plus unlocked. And I did a couple runs of just some of the trials without New Game Plus just to see how that worked with Randomizer. So, yeah, it was like 3 hours. Not bad. It's the fact that I can completely skip Trials of the Vengeful. Like, that right there saves a lot of time. Just not having to do the boss rematches at all. Plus, having literally all of my upgrades makes this extremely easy. Even on difficult, it was still pretty easy in some areas. It's just, you deal with the standard issues of the difficulty when you're fighting bosses and such, because they have a lot more health. It's the only thing I don't really like about difficult. It's just bosses become more like bullet sponges. Because their health is a little ridiculous. But then on normal, they just don't have enough. So it's like this weird middle ground balance. I'd rather still play on difficult for that reason. But for the sake of time, I just wanted to get through this. So we did most of this on normal difficulty, and then final boss on difficult to compensate. But yeah, and this is a really good, like, feature-rich update of the game, I will say. New Game Plus and the randomizer alone, fantastic ways now to replay this whenever. And the randomizer specifically is a game changer for this specific game. Because roguelike games have you going through your adventure every single time doing different things. Binding of Isaac is a great example of this. Every time you play that, the rooms are not the exact same. And you have different enemies in rooms that you wouldn't see in other playthroughs. Every time you play that game is a whole different experience. Adding in thematic and chaotic randomizer options to this now completely changes the game. Because before, it's formulaic. You're going through the child trial, you're always expecting Deku Bobbles on like floor 1 or Keese in floor 2, stuff like that. Now, it's completely different every time you play, once you turn on the randomizer. Now it's truly a roguelike experience. Before, you can say this was... There's like 2 different terms for rogues. Like roguelike and roguelite, I believe. I think this was more roguelites in the past, because it was roguelike, but it was very subdued, because it still was playing formulaic, but it was close enough to a roguelike game. Now it's just a roguelike, 100%. I don't know, roguelike definitions are confusing to me still, because there's 2 different definitions. But either way, this is a really good feature-rich update, and honestly, if I'm going to replay this game now, I'm going to probably play it with the randomizer turned on, so I can have different enemies every time I play. New Game Plus, I don't know. It's a cool way of playing, but I don't like how, because I have a 100% save file, it kind of defeats the purpose of a lot of this game's challenge, so I might not be doing New Game Plus runs all that often, but it's a fun way to revisit this if you've played the game before and you just want a fast yet easier time to run through all the different challenges. Because you keep everything, which is insane. It's funny, we did 2 different streams this week between 2 different games for major updates, and they both had a very similar New Game Plus approach, where you have most of your upgrades intact going into the game. It definitely breaks the experience. I do kind of prefer the way of just, you keep upgrade points and then you just put upgrades back into your character so you don't start super broken. Because starting super broken really does defeat the purpose of playing a New Game Plus to me. It's, at that point, more or less like just playing the base game at that point, just going backwards to things you played before story-wise. If you're too powerful, then it starts to become just kind of boring. That's how I feel about New Game Plus. That's why I don't really play too many games in New Game Plus. I think it's a little too much for me. But, no, this was fun. I'm glad they updated the game now for all this new content, and I'm glad to see Ultimate Trial still getting love now over a year after its release. So, it's cool. Definitely worth checking out if you still haven't played this ROM hack yourself. It is still by far my favorite Ocarina of Time ROM hack, and just my favorite ROM hack in general, because of all the content it has. It feels like a full feature-rich game, not even just a fan project at this point. So it's definitely worth a look. It can be difficult, but a lot of rogue games are. You're going to die a lot in the very beginning as you're trying to get things unlocked by completing runs over time. That's just how roguelikes work in general. You die a lot in the beginning, and then it becomes easier over time. And this one, no different. Okay, the music just randomly cut off, though. That's a little unsettling. Weird. But then completing the game in New Game Plus, it didn't prompt me for anything that time. So, you can't New Game Plus Plus, essentially. Like, I'm not doing New Game Plus off of this New Game Plus file. I'm gonna need to start New Game Plus from a different file that hasn't unlocked. So now I'm glad I copied that file from before. And it is saving the progress I have from before, because yeah, that's all the soups drank and all that. Also, the fact they went through and added achievements into this game now is pretty insane. Because there's a lot of extra little things here you probably wouldn't be doing in your playthrough, but now, you know, you can achievement hunt in a ROM hack. Something like this being built into the game is something I really appreciate, because this kind of stuff it does exist for retro games, but it's an external service, like for retro achievements. But this is just flat out baked into the game. So if this ROM hack did get retro achievements, I imagine they're going to base it off the in-game achievement list. It just makes sense to me. But yeah, now hopefully you guys enjoyed this revisit to the Ultimate Trial. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my time revisiting this specific game. Still worth a play, even today. Especially now with all these new updates. It's a fantastic time. I might honestly now run through this game because of the randomizer option. Might just run through this game every now and again, like my Steam Deck, if I just want to play something for a couple minutes here and there. Roguelikes are perfect for just those quick pick up and put down sessions, and this game now feels like it's even more like a roguelike than before. So it's worth those kind of quick pickups. But that's all I have for tonight, though. Enough rambling that one. I'm actually surprised I was able to beat the entirety of New Game Plus, because I honestly was expecting this to be a little bit longer. And I'm glad it wasn't, so I'm happy to be able to beat this in one sitting. But that's it, though, for tonight's stream. We'll be back for one more stream this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be taking a look at the new downloadable content for Sonic Racing Cross World, as Sonic just got partnered with SpongeBob. So we're going to see some SpongeBob content in the game. It actually just launched today, if I'm not mistaken. So tomorrow should be a festival. And we'll be playing that to look at the new DLC in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And then we'll just kind of hang out and just talk about whatever. Just be a nice chill stream. So with that said, that's all I got. As a reminder, go check out the Pikmin 2 series that's going on the YouTube channel now. We just released part 2 of that today. Still in the tutorial section of the game, so it's a little slow. But it's going to be picking up starting next week, as we're going to be after that point out of the tutorial stuff. And it's going to start becoming a very interesting series, I personally say. So check out that series if you haven't already on the YouTube channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for one more stream of the week. So with that said, that's it for me for tonight. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back here for some Sonic. Take care and have a good night, everybody.